The Secret Misses. Chapter 1061. Within 5 seconds of chopping, Luna seemed to be done with the radish. The crowd still saw a whole radish on the chopping board, then Luna gave it a little nudge and everyone could see that the radish was sliced up finely. The MC and Vincent were shocked. Even the director was taken aback as well. These cutting skills. Could we finally have a real deal on our show? Simon, did you get that angle just now? The director asked the cameraman. The cameraman looked innocently at him. The camera was focused on the female guest's face just now. She finished slicing the radish before I had the time to switch camera angles. How could you not take such an important shot? Where's your professionalism? The director yelled at him. Please. She only took about 5 seconds to slice up the radish. I didn't have enough time. The director glared at the cameraman, then went up to Luna. Luna, we didn't expect you to have such awesome cutting skills. We want to have a close-up because you were too fast just now, so our cameraman didn't have enough time to switch camera angles. Can you slice another one up again? Wait, make that 2, we need 1 close-up and 1 wide shot angle. We want to avoid the audience saying that we used a double for you. Alright, Luna replied. Then, Luna sliced up 2 other radishes. The live audience could see it clearly this time and they discussed her skills. The MC even picked up a slice and put it in front of the camera. It was as thin as a cicada's wing. This sort of cutting skill. You probably can't do it without 7 or 8 years of experience, right? Luna then started cooking the roast pork. Thick soy sauce, thin soy sauce, cooking wine, rock sugar, star anise, ginger, onion, chili, basil leaves. In just few minutes, Luna prepared all the ingredients and lined them up nicely on the side, then she put in a piece of pork belly into the frying pan. Along with cold water, star anise, ginger, basil leaves, and chili, she started frying it and left it to braise. After the sauce came to a boil, Luna scooped up the meat and carefully removed any extra hair on the surface, then cut it up into cubes of 3 centimeters wide. The whole process was as smooth as silk with no obstacle at all. Luna, I see that you brought this grass here. What's it for? Malian grass, also known as malin, is usually used for wrapping rice dumplings or cooked meat. Using it to tie up the roast pork can keep it together. What about this clay pot? Actually, you can replace it with an electrical pot. While the clay pot might take a longer time to cook, I think it makes it tastier. Luna had a serious expression on her face when she cooked as if she was focused on creating an important piece of art, so the MC stopped bothering her after a few more questions. Luna did not try to show off. She was just cooking seriously, but people could not take their eyes off her. No one expected that without any pranks or any interaction between the male and female guests, it could be this enthralling to just watch a person cook. It was truly an enjoyment, the charm of such a professional. Finally, the pot of roast pork was completed and it was time to dig in. Chapter 1062. The moment Luna removed the clay pot lid while wearing a pair of kitchen gloves, the fragrance filled up the studio. The roast pork had a lovely, seductive caramelized color. The MC tried to suppress her drool. Now, please let our male guest try out our beauty specialty today. Please finish them all. There were many cases of delicious-looking dishes that tasted terrible before, so everyone was cautious until the eating bit of the show. Vincent had fully prepared himself before he came. To avoid him puking, he did not even drink water before coming to the show. He was starving at the moment, and even though he was still cautious about this roast pork, the look of it made him salivate. Vincent sat at the table and under everyone's anxious gazes, he carefully picked up a piece of roast pork and took a bite. Then, the second bite, third, followed by the second piece, third piece. Rice. Vincent blurted out. Oh. The MC quickly handed over a bowl of rice. Then, Vincent almost forgot he was on a show as he chomped down the meat, rice, and sometimes took a few slices of the refreshing radish, not even raising his head. Vincent finished a whole pot of rice with a pot of roast pork and a plate of radish. The MC, crew members, and the audience just gaped at him as he consumed all of it. The crowd only returned to their senses when Vincent licked up the last drop of the sauce. Everyone reacted, "Hey! Leave some for us at least. You even finished the radish." Vincent felt that it was unbelievable that he had eaten everything so obliviously as well. He scratched his head. I am sorry. It was too good. I've never eaten any roast pork this scrumptious. And that radish, it's really good as well. I have no idea how to describe it, it's just awesome. You know the saying that really great food can make you forget about everything? I think I just experienced that. I really forgot that I'm still in the middle of a show. The MC cried, "It's useless now that you've finished all of them. We can't relathrow how good it is at all." After the show ended, Luna made another plate with the leftover ingredients and gave it to the crew members and live audience. The director shed tears of happiness. How he wished he could make Luna his permanent guest on this show. Then, he could eat her dishes every time. As for the cameraman, he spent his last cents of rationality and recorded the director sniffing as bloopers. For this episode of Beauty Specialties, the director used an odd way of editing. The 40-minute show was separated into half an hour of Luna cooking, and 10 minutes of Vincent eating. Yes, a full 10 minutes of just Vincent eating. As the show aired on the weekend, the views topped even the episode with Adam, breaking the record of the highest views ever since the show aired. The video was viewed more than 10 million times in just a day. The views increased exponentially, especially during midnight. At the same time, this episode swiftly took over the top spot of Weibo's Hot Topics, and its popularity kept on rising. Chapter 1063. The Hot Topic searches revolved around hashtags like hashtag Bowtie Specialties Prettiest Female Guest, hashtag National Wife Luna, hashtag Good Food Can Never Go Wrong. The production team's official Weibo was being spammed as well, with many fans who were mothers commenting, "You made me watch a man eat for 10 minutes. How mean. Midnight madness. Come out, director, I promise I just want to talk. The male guest this week is really cute, he's way different from the others. Brand of the dress worn by the female guest, please? It's beautiful. I can eat 3 bowls of rice just looking at the goddess face. What a pretty girl with such a great body and awesome cooking skills. Please marry me. Girl, you need a mother-in-law? I'll make sure my son gives you all his salary every month." Luna was scrolling through the comments online happily, but Theo was a little mad. What did they mean by national wife? She's my wife. Luna noticed the devil's emotions and quickly comforted him. Hey, my dear, don't be unhappy. The director told me that I did well today and wants to invite me again. I've thought about it already. I'll go again after our movie airs, then I'll attend the show in a male outfit. I'll bring you as Arthur along with me. How does that sound? Perfect, isn't it? Theo looked at the girl. Thank you for your concern, senior. Ha ha ha, good boy. Luna laughed, feeling accomplished by giving Theo some under-the-table advantage. Suddenly, Luna's phone received a notification. It was a new text message from a strange number. Bastard, I'll see you at 3 p.m. tomorrow, prepare your girl outfit. This arrogant tone and that excessive usage of exclamation marks. It had to be Margot. Luna had almost forgotten about it already. She thought that Margot would have given up. Seems like she was pretty popular after all. As she was thinking about it, her phone rang. It was Tiffany. Luna picked up. Hey, Tiffany. Luna, did Margot send you a message about wanting to meet up with you tomorrow? Tiffany asked. Yeah, I just received it, tomorrow at 3 p.m. Tiffany laughed. Ever since my brother lost to you at the shooting range the other day, he's been practicing really hard. He even asked my father for advice on shooting technique. My brother has always had a bad relationship with my father. They fought really badly, especially when it came to the topic of shooting. This is the first time I saw them discussing it in peace. The environment at home is much more peaceful nowadays. Grandfather is happy as well. Thank you so much, Luna. Luna was really happy when she heard Tiffany's update. There's no need to thank me. I just don't like anyone to bully my friend, not even your brother. Tiffany was really touched. Alright, see you tomorrow. Also, please drop by my house for dinner tomorrow night. My grandfather really likes you and told me to invite you. If you don't mind, please come. Chapter 1064. Of course, I don't mind. I just feel that it might be too troublesome. It's not troublesome at all. We'd all welcome you if you were to come. That's all set, then. Tiffany ignored her brother. Okay, see you tomorrow. Luna started humming a song and looked for what to wear after she ended the call. In a good mood? Theo asked as he saw Luna was chirpier after the call with Tiffany. Ha ha ha, Theo. Let me tell you something funny. Luna told him how she had pranked Margot from the start to end. I was in a male outfit then, so he had always thought that I was a man. In the end, I told him that if he could do it, I'll wear a pink princessy dress and walk around the shooting range for 3 rounds. That brat has trained hard in order to beat me. Tiffany also mentioned that he was so hardworking that he even forgot to eat sometimes. I'm actually rooting for him. I really want to see his reaction when he realized that I'm a girl, ha ha ha. Theo's dislike towards Jonathan faded when he saw the girl's wide smile. Did Jonathan mention that matter to you again? Don't worry, he never mentioned it again. Actually, Margot is really talented. If he can actually change his attitude, Chief Sterling will never pray after me again. What time are you coming back tomorrow? Probably after dinner. I promised Tiffany. Okay. Luna noticed Theo staring at her face when she was talking, so she touched her own face. Is there something on my face? Theo gazed at the girl's smiling face, then he leaned in and kissed her. You look really good. Luna blushed and covered her face bashfully. Really? Oh no. The devil was getting more and more flirtatious lately. He could always flirt with her anytime, anywhere. Luna, I hope you can be this happy when you're with me every day. Rest assured, I'm always happy when I'm with you. The next afternoon, Luna changed into a male outfit and reached the shooting range 10 minutes before the promised time. Margot was already there and he looked very well prepared as his face brimmed with determination. He grinned when he saw Luna. Luna bro, you're here. Tiffany had come early as well and she welcomed Luna warmly. So, you're here. Margot turned around and looked at her coldly. After not seeing him for some time, Margot had become thinner, but not haggard or tired. His eyes were burning with fire and he reminded her of Jonathan. Advanced level of training in shooting could discipline a person. It seemed like it had affected him positively even though it might be temporary at this point. Margot was acting out of rage this time. In regards to his personality, it might take much more time for him to change his attitude. Chapter 1065. Did you bring the stuff? Margot asked. Luna waved the pink plastic bag she held in her hand. Do you want to check? Margot looked at her suspiciously, then he checked its contents. A pair of white heels, a pink lacy dress, a floral hair clip, a pair of white stockings, and then, there was a pink bra. Margot blushed and quickly gave the bag back to Luna. You, pervert. Luna feigned innocence. Didn't you ask me to wear a girl's outfit? Is there any girl who doesn't wear a bra? Margot's face turned even more scarlet. He glared at her and took a deep breath, trying not to let her affect his emotions. Since you're so well prepared, I won't disappoint you. Suddenly, many people gathered around them. Most of them had been at the scene last time. Even Jonathan and Alexander spared some time to go. Margot looked nervously at his father and grandfather, but he was back to his confident self soon enough. Seems like there are enough witnesses today. Luna smiled and made an inviting gesture. Please. Margot stared at her. Don't go back on your words. If you're a man, if I can get a perfect score while blindfolded, then you. Yes, I know, I'll walk 3 rounds around the shooting range in a girl's outfit. Stop talking so much. Everyone's waiting. Are you shooting or not? Luna said impatiently. Everyone started coaxing him as well. Ooh, a girl's outfit. All the best, Margot. That's right, you must win this. Make him go down. Ha ha ha, I'm looking forward to seeing him in a girl's outfit. Good luck. You can do it. Margot's time spent in the shooting range earned him some friends with the regulars here. With Margot's description about how Luna had shamelessly seduced his sister, they were all rooting for him. Tiffany was everyone's eye candy, so the fact that she had suddenly been snatched by some nameless kid was unforgivable. Margot felt empowered. He felt a sense of justice swell within him. He picked up a long, black fabric and covered his eyes. He picked up the gun and aimed at the target by just relying on his senses. The scoring began. Everyone at the scene, including Jonathan and Alexander, were watching closely. Margot pulled the trigger. Bang! 10 points. Bang! Another 10 points. Bang! His third 10-pointer. Margot shot the bullseye one after another and everyone was getting more and more excited. Finally. 8th shot, 10 points. 9th shot, 10 points. 10th shot. Margot stopped for a short while before he slowed down his breathing, then. Bang! 10th shot, 10 points. The score counter started to calculate the total score. It was 10 points for 10 times. A perfect 100 score. Chapter 1066. Woohoo! After a short silence, there was a roaring cheer. Many of them witnessed how hard Margot had trained, so they were really happy to see him win. All of his old and new friends went up to congratulate him. They patted his shoulder and rubbed his head. That's my boy. Good job. 10 shots with 10 points each while blindfolded. So amazing for such a short period of training. Ha ha ha, Margot. I knew you could do it. Now, you can make that bastard suffer. You brat, I've underestimated you. Superb shooting. Margot looked around. As he heard all the praises from everyone, there was a strange, warm, and cozy feeling bubbling inside him. It was something he had never experienced before. That passion, excitement, and pride filled him with power. When he saw the comforting eyes from his father and grandfather, he felt like tearing up. How weird. How could he be this emotional? He hated hard work so much and he also hated shooting. Was that really hate? Hey. Kid, Margot did it, you lose. Time to fulfill your promise. That's right. Change. Let everyone see. Remember to go 3 rounds. Ha ha ha, if Miss Tiffany saw how embarrassing he looks in a girl's outfit, she'd surely despise him. Right. Until the crowd reminded him, Margot returned to his senses, looking excited and refreshed. He went up to Luna. Bastard. I told you, I just wasn't serious enough before. I even surprised myself when I got serious. How's that? Impressive. I admit defeat. Is there a changing room here? Luna asked. Someone replied, it's just over there. Just pick any one that's vacant. Don't go back on your word if you're a man. We're all watching, don't you dare run away. Ha ha ha, he must look like a sissy in a girl's outfit with that face of his. Luna took her clothes and walked slowly into the changing room. Margot felt that all his effort was worth it. He looked at Tiffany haughtily. Sis, now you can finally give up on him. That bastard can't even beat me. And he's the worst kind of person out there. But I really don't understand. When did I even start a feud with him? Tiffany tried to suppress her emotions and did not say anything. Margot thought that she was disappointed with Luna, so he was really glad and took out his phone, ready to take a video. He was going to threaten this bastard the next time he came close to his sister. A while later, the door of the changing room Luna had entered earlier was pushed open from the inside. Everyone looked at the direction of the changing room with excitement. Chapter 1067. The next moment, Margot's handphone dropped to the floor and the black screen cracked like its master's facial expression. It was as if time had stopped. No one moved a muscle. There was not a sound made inside the large shooting range at all. The girl wore a body-hugging pink dress, highlighting her lean waist as her slightly curly, long, black hair circled her hips beautifully. Her cute little face was like the stars in the sky, a flower blooming in the season of spring. A beauty. A super beauty. Hey, you stepped on my foot. Ah. Who pinched me? Pinch yourself. Stop pushing me. The silence came to an end as people started making noise and pushing each other to get a closer look, but no one's eyes left Luna. Most of the people who came to the shooting range were elders. All of them had been rooting for Margot's victory just now, but now they probably had second thoughts. What's happening? Is that the same person? I've been watching. It couldn't have been switched. Why do I feel like the boobs are real? You idiots. All of you virgins know nothing. With my experience, that's a real woman, all right? And a real beauty at that. This brat, this girl was disguising herself as a man all along. Seriously? Disguising? Luna walked up to the crowd. She then stood right in front of the stunned Margot and smiled. Are you satisfied with what you're seeing? Margot nodded awkwardly, but then shook his head hard a second later. He looked at her in disbelief. You're a woman? Luna grinned. Yeah. This bastard admitted it so casually. How frustrating. Margot felt hurt and betrayed. You're a woman. You're a woman all along. Then, why did you say you'd wear a girl's outfit? Damn it. Margot finally realized that he had been pranked. The worst part was, it would be easier if he was facing the bastard from before, but now he could not get angry at such a beauty. He finally won the contest, but what was this? Wait, was that really a win? His opponent was a woman with such fine marksmanship. How could he really say he won this as a man? Margot felt like he was going crazy. Wow, Luna, I've never seen you in this before. How cute. It really suits you. Tiffany held Luna's hands and circled her. Tiffany's reaction acted like a dagger stabbing Margot. In confusion, he asked, Sis, you knew? Tiffany nodded. I know. Then, why didn't you tell me? Margot yelled deep from within his soul. You didn't ask me. Chapter 1068. At the back, Alexander smiled and just watched the young ones fool around, but when he saw Luna walk out of the changing room, his eyes welled up and he mumbled to himself, C.I. Jonathan glanced at his father when he noticed his odd behavior. C.I. Was that not his mother's nickname? That child, she looks just like C.I. when she was young. Alexander said in a trembling voice, his eyes full of the memories and love towards his late wife. When Alexander first met Luna, she had just finished attending a business matter, so she dressed smartly and formally. He had not noticed her as much the other time. But today, Luna wore a pink princessy dress, reminding Alexander of the first time he saw his wife. He did not expect his other granddaughter to look exactly like C.I. because neither Rebecca and Tiffany did not. Jonathan looked at Luna's direction and tried to remember his mother's face, but because she had died when he was really young, he had almost no recollection of his mother. He somewhat remembered a picture of his mother with his father in which she wore a pink dress as well. Most memorably, the aura of his mother from the picture was similar with Luna's now. At night, at the Sterling family home, Alexander had his servants prepare several delicious dishes. Alexander's attitude towards Luna before was welcoming and grateful, but today, he was even warmer and passionate. The elder kept on piling food on Luna's plate. Luna, eat more. Eat more. Thank you. Luna was a little surprised at his warm attitude. Margot felt that something was not right as he munched on a chicken drumstick. He then stared at Luna and suddenly stood up. Damn it. I remember. You're that woman who tripped me the other day. Alexander sharply chastised him. Stop being noisy and sit down. And what do you mean by that woman? Luna's older than you, so call her sister. Margot glared furiously at his father. I'll call her sister if I'm crazy. Girl, what did I ever do to trigger you? Why have you been in my way ever since I met you? Jonathan glared at his son angrily and yelled at him, stop being rude. Margot looked at his grandfather, then at his father. He was exhausted. Why are all of you on her side? Did you take the wrong child? Maybe she's your real child. Alexander's face went frigid at his grandson. I really hope we mistook you as our real child. Sadly, no. Margot was ignored mercilessly after that. Luna, how's your work lately? Are you tired? Alexander did not bat an eyelid at his grandson and asked Luna with concern. Feeling the genuine concern from the elder, Luna quickly replied, things are going well. I'm not really tired. I like what I'm doing now. Oh, all right then. I heard from Tiffany that you even have a fashion apparel company of your own. Don't exhaust yourself. I won't. Luna replied. Chapter 1069. Alexander was still worried, so he continued asking, where do you stay now? A place provided by your company? I stay in an apartment arranged by the company, but I'm moving soon. I've earned quite a bit, so I just bought myself a house, Luna replied. Alexander was glad to hear that. It's great that you can rely on your own at such a young age. He then looked at his own useless grandson with despise. Margot remained silent. He was already eating quietly. Why was he still being targeted? Was this woman here just to go against him? How are things with Theo recently? That kid didn't bully you, did he? What's up with the cheating matter Tiffany mentioned the last time? Alexander finally reached the most important question he wanted to ask. Luna quickly replied, we're great. It was a misunderstanding the last time, but we've resolved it already. That's good, that's good. Alexander mumbled as his expression turned grave. Luna's current identity was still the adopted daughter of the Brown family. With Theo's family background, Matthew and Margaret would never agree to their relationship so easily. He swore back then that he would never get involved in anything related to Rebecca, but Luna was her daughter and her relationship with the Brown family was so complicated. Nevertheless, he was still her grandfather. Seeing his granddaughter grow up to be such an obedient child and especially when she looked so much like CI, how could he not be concerned? Tiffany could faintly feel her grandfather and father's attitude being a little odd during dinner. However, she was not sure what was wrong, so she just assumed that they were being nice to Luna because she had saved grandfather before. The villa Luna bought had a nice name, Peachwood. After the security system was set up, Luna informed Stacy about moving, then soon after, she started packing up her things. As long as Luna still worked for the company, the apartment in Regal Riviera would still be hers, so she left some of the larger items there. The moving company was efficient and they shifted everything very swiftly. When she was moving, she accidentally found something troublesome. A big diamond. It was sent to her by Johann Scott on her first day working on The World. She closed the lid and looked around. After making sure that there was nothing else left, she went down. Hey, pretty, is there anything else? The moving staff asked. Nope, let's go. Okay. As Luna was about to get into the car, she heard her name being called. Luna. Luna turned around and saw Robert. CEO Brown, you called me? CEO Brown? I'm your father. Robert looked flabbergasted, then he took a glance at the big truck. What are you doing? Moving? Is there a problem? Perfect timing, actually. Move back with us now. I'm here to tell you this today. Robert said. Chapter 1070. Luna raised her eyebrows. Move back? CEO Brown, did you have a little too much to drink today? Robert was surprisingly not incensed by Luna's sarcastic tone. He still spoke kindly. Luna, you're my daughter. No matter what, I'll never neglect you. It's not good for you to stay outside alone anyway. Just come back and live with us. Our house is big and the room you've been using is still there. Luna almost laughed out loud. Her room. It was about a third of Emma's room and had been modified from being a maid's room. Their initial reason was that they were afraid she might mess up the place. They would change her room once she learned her manners, but then, nothing happened. Luna looked at Robert suspiciously. Robert's sudden change in attitude must only be because of one thing. Grandfather was going to write his will. After he was discharged from the hospital the last time, Grandfather had the intention to write it. So, was this her father trying to get her share of the will? Although she did not care about what she would get from the Brown family, if her grandfather gave it to her, she would never give it to Robert. Luna, did you hear me? What a coincidence today. Just in time when you're thinking of moving. Isn't it great that you can move back with us right away? Robert said. Luna crossed her arms as she looked at the truck and sneered, Are you sure that room can fit all my stuff here? Robert was a little taken aback by her brazen reply. Although we have quite a few rooms at home, most of them are occupied. We can't let you stay in the guest room as well. If you're not using these things, then just put them in the storeroom. Luna looked at the man with an odd expression. Sure, I can go back as long as you let me stay in the room that's supposed to be mine. Robert's expression changed. Luna, what do you mean by that? You want to take Emma's room now? Emma has been staying there since she was a child. How does that room belong to you now? Compared to Luna, Robert was more inclined to Emma's side. Luna was bored with him now. She did not even bother replying him anymore, so she turned around and prepared to leave. Luna, stop. Where are you moving to? Robert did not give up and kept on asking. I bought my own house, Luna replied. Robert laughed. What kind of house can you buy with that salary of yours? A studio apartment or a two-bedroom house? How could those places possibly be better than our house? Why do you have to make yourself suffer? And your job, you should really quit it now. Before Luna could say anything else, the driver could not stand it anymore and popped his head out. Mister, your daughter bought a house in Peachwood. After Luna got into the car, the driver closed the door and started the engine. The truck moved away, leaving Robert behind, stunned. Peachwood. Did he hear him wrongly? Luna had bought a house in Peachwood? How could it be Peachwood? Peachwood was a neighborhood of villas that cost in tens of millions each. It was located in an even better district than the Ning family's villa and was also one of the famous areas for the wealthy. How could she afford a house there? Chapter 1071. She only took on a few supporting character roles and attended some variety shows that did not pay much. Robert had a flashback. He remembered when Cleo had come to pick Luna up. Could Luna be his mistress? Did he buy her the house? That did not sound right. He investigated after what had happened the last time and found out that Luna and Cleo only maintained a professional relationship. However, if they were really affiliated, how was it that Luna had not gotten any huge roles yet? At Peachwood. Thank you. Please have a drink. As she finished her sentence, a metallic robot came out with few glasses on a tray, moving towards the workers. All right, thank you. Ah, this. The workers were surprised when they saw a robot approaching them. Luna smiled. Don't worry, this is a robot. It's pretty smart. The robot scanned the three workers, then gave them a glass of water each. To their astonishment, it was able to deliver the water into their hands accurately. The three of them were impressed. The moment they stepped in, they actually realized that the house was equipped with high technology. So, this was how the rich lived. The workers left after they were done. Luna started to unpack her things. Steamed bun, play a song for me. Master, my name is Andrew, not steamed bun. Master, what song would you like to listen to? Whatever. A short while later, inside the high-tech house, a song belted out, "Ah. Today is a good day. Whatever you think could happen, tomorrow is a good day. The moment you open the door, the spring breeze will arrive." Luna almost fell down when she heard the song. Well, this song hit the nail on the head. The song is pretty good. "Thanks, steamed bun. Master, my name is Andrew, not steamed bun. Glad to be of your service." Little Treasure really loved his robots. He usually put them in a room exclusively for them in Platinum Palace. When he found out that Luna was moving, he gave her his most prized butler robot to her. As Luna was arranging her things, the doorbell rang. She just moved here. Who could it be? Luna took a glance at the security camera. It was Theo, so she quickly opened the door in surprise. "Boss? Why are you here? Come in. I thought you said you were going to be busy today." "I have to be here to set up our matrimonial home no matter how busy I am." "Okay, then why don't you key in the password to come in? I'd like to see you open the door for me." Luna stayed silent. Could their conversation stay happy? Well, actually, she was being flirted with quite jovially. The moment Theo stepped in, he heard the high-pitched, "Today is a good day" song, and he clearly found it good. "This song is interesting." "Ha ha ha, you think it's nice too?" Steamed Bun chose it. "It's so cute. Especially when it said, 'My name is Andrew, not Steamed Bun.'" Theo stared at the robot, suddenly feeling like it had become another new threat to his love. With Theo's help, Luna finished setting up her room. She stood in front of the bed and looked at her new home with satisfaction. "That's about it. I just need to get something for you and Little Treasure." Chapter 1072. From the back, the man's warm chest closed in on her as he wrapped his arms around her waist and rested his head on her shoulder. Looking at the large man clinging on to her like a lost puppy, Luna was a little confused. "What's wrong?" The man kissed the tip of her ear, then held her up and put her on the bed. He looked into her crystal-clear eyes from above. "I feel very lucky to have met you." Luna ran her fingers through his hair lovingly. "Me too." The man closed in and kissed her lips, deeper and deeper. Suddenly, there was a clattering of things falling and rolling on the floor, making a pretty loud sound. What happened? Luna pushed Theo away, then saw Cleo standing there with vegetables and fruits all over the floor. He covered his eyes with one hand and Little Treasure's eyes with the other. He kept saying, I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry, it's my fault. Please continue. I'll take Little Treasure away now." Luna rolled her eyes at him. "Stop messing around. How did you come in?" Cleo cried out, "Little Treasure knows the password." "Oh, right, my dear Little Treasure. You're back. Come here." Luna hugged Little Treasure. Little Treasure was a little unhappy that his uncle had covered his eyes suddenly, but after a hug from his mother, he forgot all about it. Cleo went up to the annoyed man, looking regretful. "Oh. My brother, I'm sorry. My future niece or nephew. I'm sorry. It was all his fault that they could not come into this world." Theo and Luna were speechless. As it was Luna's first day moving in, she invited a few friends for a housewarming party. Soon after Cleo and Little Treasure came, Tiffany and Adam arrived as well. Zoe had somehow known about it as well and came bearing gifts. She probably wanted to take this opportunity to get on Luna's good side. "Luna, your place is really pretty and the air around here is great as well. There's even a big peach garden on the way here. The interior design looks so refreshing, I like it." Tiffany gushed. "Come here more often then." "Oh, how's your brother recently?" Luna asked. Tiffany looked like her head hurt when Luna mentioned Margot. "Still the same, he started sneaking out every night again. His exams are coming soon, but at his current level, he'll probably fail." "What does your father have to say about it?" Luna asked. "My father and grandfather discussed and they are considering letting him join the army immediately." He's at the best age to join as well, then he can attend military school after joining, but my brother doesn't want to. If he doesn't want to, what does he intend to do then? I spoke to him in private, and he said. Tiffany almost laughed. He said that the world is so vast and that he wants to go out and explore. He wants to be an adventurer and leave his footprints everywhere. He sounded pretty determined. I'm really afraid that he might leave without a word. Luna was annoyed. That idiot, break his leg. We'll see how he can go on his adventures. Margot was just a teenager who liked to act tough with his family's prestigious name. He had never failed before. Compared to the regular person, his life was way too peaceful. Chapter 1073. Opposite, on the sofa, Zoe was a little speechless when she saw the two of them chatting so happily, so she quietly asked Cleo beside her, didn't Tiffany go on a blind date with cousin before? How does she know Luna? And it seems like they are pretty close. Adam and Cleo looked at each other, not knowing where to start. Steamed bun, go and get me some fruits. Luna yelled at the robot. Master, I'm Andrew, not steamed bun. Please wait. As Andrew was going to get the fruits, it suddenly stopped. They then saw Little Treasure taking a chair and putting in front of it. He stood up on the chair and opened a lid on the back of the robot. He was modifying something within the complicated-looking circuits and screen inside. After a while, Little Treasure closed the lid and the robot's eyes lit up. It turned towards Luna and greeted her, my dear master, your most loyal butler, steamed bun, is at your service. Ha 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 ha. Luna giggled, then patted Little Treasure, thanks to my little bun. For making the stubborn Andrew become steamed bun. Zoe was confused by the sudden emotions that bubbled up in her throat. Why? Why did it feel so heartwarming? A lover, a kid, a few good friends, and a cute little pet robot. Her cousin had always given her the vibe of being emotionless like a robot, but when he was beside Luna, he was so gentle. She could envision him as a person who came back from work and gently looked at his wife and son like a normal man. Once, she hated Luna for making her beloved cousin fall from the rank of a god to that of a mortal, but now, she felt her eyes tear up seeing her cousin's warm expression. The second day, at Spirit Studio. Director Ashley, are you looking for me? Boss, look at this. Ashley handed her a stack of materials. Luna glanced through them. This is Zoe's new proposal. She's mentioned it to me in private before, but what do you think? I can't say much about the proposal. It's good, but she was obviously taught or helped by others. No one knows how it will fare in execution, but... Ashley stopped for a little. She's taken up one of the best spots in the large shopping complex in the west of the city, so I think we can give her a try. Luna nodded. I can also see that she's very serious this time. With our brand's popularity now, it's quite impossible for us to lose money on her, right? Let's hope so. Ashley replied. Her decision was actually a little risky. However, like Luna said, attitude was important. If Zoe was as playful as before, she would not let her through even with the shop plot she had acquired in the west of the city. Should I inform her now? Ashley asked. Sure. A short while after Ashley called Zoe, Luna's phone rang. As expected, it was Zoe. Hello? Ah. A loud, deafening scream came from the other side of the phone. Chapter 1074. Luna quickly moved the phone away from her ear and put it back on after the screaming ended. My dear, did you just call me just to boast about the capacity of your lungs? Just now, Director Ashley from your company called me. She said my proposal went through. I can open a shop with Spirit Studio now, ha 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 ha. Zoe's voice was pretty loud, even Ashley could hear her. Congratulations. Luna smiled. There was a short silence, then came Zoe's awkward voice. Well, thank you. Thank you for helping me. I'm a fair person. You helped me, so of course, I'm going to thank you. Zoe said. Luna humbly replied, thank you for your fairness, Ms. Zoe, but you don't have to thank me. I didn't do anything. When Director Ashley came to me earlier, they had already decided to accept your proposal. Does it mean I passed with my own abilities? Zoe's tone was full of excitement. You can say so. Luna nodded. There was another short scream again. Zoe then cleared her throat. Well, then thank you for being fair and not hindering my proposal submission. You're welcome. Just wait and see, my shop will definitely score the top sales among the 6. Okay, I'm looking forward to it. After Luna finished the call, Ashley asked, Boss, you know Zoe? From their conversation, they seemed pretty close. Sort of. We had some complicated matters between us before and she thought I'd purposely obstruct her proposal, but the misunderstanding is probably cleared by now. Luna explained. Ashley nodded, then took another look at the woman in front of her again. The more she knew, the more she felt like this woman was like a mystery with many secrets dwelling within her. After she left the studio, she went to the garage with her car key. As she got into the car, her phone rang again. The screen showed it was Cameron. Luna picked up the call. Hello, second senior brother? What's up? Little junior sister, I just received interesting news. Come to the usual place. Cameron's oddly excited voice came over from the phone. Interesting news? What interesting news? Come and you'll know. Quick. Remember to bring some money with you. I don't have any. It'll be on your tab. Luna was about to go home, but after the call from the mysterious Cameron, she drove towards bar number 8. Did you bring enough money? Cameron asked her urgently when she reached. Yes, I did. What's the matter? Luna asked impatiently. Water. Get me another bottle of Remy Martin Club brandy. Cameron yelled generously after his human ATM arrived. Luna slammed her hand on the table hard. Hey! Did you lie just to get me here to pay for your alcohol? Cameron was stuffing popcorn into his mouth greedily and dropped the whole bowl when Luna slammed the table. He then put on a mature expression and haughtily said, Rude. How can you talk to your master like this? Luna clenched her teeth, then put on a sickly sweet, honeyed smile. If guns weren't banned in China, do you think I'd need you? Chapter 1075. Everyone in the organization had a specialized skill of their own. Cameron had his fighting prowess. As for Trevor, aside from fighting, he had extraordinary business management skills. Rachel specialized in assassination while Annie was the medical expert. Duncan was all about strategy and Luna was the sharpshooter. When they were abroad, as long as she had a gun in her hand, to say that no one could get near her was not an exaggeration. However, things were different here. Guns were strictly prohibited in China. In addition to her career as an actress, if she was found out carrying a gun with her at all times, it would greatly affect her acting career, which was why she had to train her fighting prowess and expand her capabilities in some things that were not her forte. It was quite difficult for her. That's why I said that the best, the most perfect weapon in the world is your body. Cameron acted like a professional. Fine. Stop it. Are you done being so secretive? If you're not going to tell me, I'm leaving. Cameron quickly replied as his human ATM was going to leave. Why are you in such a rush? You can't get anything done without patience, okay? But, this news isn't really a secret anyway. It's been known throughout the organization. You mean it's related to them? Luna's expression darkened. Cameron waved when he saw Luna's serious expression. Relax, it's good news. Do you know Satan actually ordered that no one is to lay their hands on you? What he said was, if anyone hurts her, I'll crush all their bones. Luna was surprised. Are you sure? Didn't he say the opposite? Maybe he put up a bounty for people to crush my bones. Cameron rolled his eyes at her. Not just the organization, the entire black market, including the Sins and the other mercenary groups were warned. No one dares to take any orders that might involve you because of what happened the other day. And do you think it was just a normal gunshot to Duncan's hand? That shot was aimed at his veins on purpose. His hand is long gone. If it wasn't for Annie, he might even have problems coping with his daily life. He might not even able to hold a gun ever again. Luna pinched the bridge of her nose. That's his personality all right, never allowing anyone to disobey his orders. Was that all? Cameron put on the face of a curious paparazzi and shoved his fist like an imaginary mic into her face. Hey, little junior sister, don't you feel anything after hearing what I've just said? How should I feel? Touched. Not only did you leave the organization and broke up with him, you even get together with the big boss of the enemy, yet Satan didn't kill you. He's even protecting you. This is what I call true love. Cameron said in an exaggerated tone. Luna's mouth twitched. You're thinking too much. Maybe he did not want others to lay their hands on her because he wanted to kill her personally. Moreover, what did he mean about breaking up with him? Back then, after the guy had saved her, she had made a 4-year promise that she would work for him for 4 years. As payback, she would do anything for him during the 4 years. After 4 years, she was promised that she could leave as she wished. In the end, on the last day, that man broke his promise and did not let her leave, driving her frustrated. Luna could not do anything, so she asked him what he wanted. That man had the gall to ask her to be his girlfriend. Chapter 1076. To repay one life with another, as long as she agreed, she would not owe him anything anymore. Luna agreed easily since he had not mentioned the period anyway. She had so many exes, so he was just another on the list. After she agreed, she decisively escaped the next day. That was the truth behind her one-day relationship with Johan. Cameron did not know about Luna's true story. So, from what I see now, your safety is definitely secured. He then sighed, now you know why I need you to pay for my alcohol, don't you? I might lose a part of my salary soon. Luna stared at him in disbelief. Don't worry, you won't. Didn't you say that the best and most perfect weapon in the world is your body? So, please continue to train me. Who knows if he might go crazy and want to crush my bones. I have no one to rely on. Well, that's true, you still need me. I'm your master. Cameron nodded. However, since you're not that useful and the fact that my safety is secured for now, your doubled salary has returned to the normal rate now. Luna grinned. Hey. You profiteer. You think I won't go and get back my card from Trevor, huh? Cameron howled. Heh, you can always try. No one's stopping you. But don't say that I didn't remind you. The last time I was caught there, I saw first senior brother with several new scars on his arms. He must have put himself through some devilish training. Compared to your half-ass training, I wonder if you'll be getting your card back or giving your life up. Little junior sister, I suddenly feel that your suggestion about my salary adjustment is appropriate. Cameron quickly changed his attitude. Zoe was impatient. The moment her proposal passed, she immediately opened her store. On top of that, she organized a grand opening ceremony on the first day, inviting several popular celebrities over, and because of Goldberg Corporation backing her up, many socialites came over to support her. At the same time, outside of Spirit's store, Emma and History's marketing manager stood somewhere near the store. Boss, it's here. The manager pointed at Spirit's sign. History had a store in this complex as well, but the location was not as strategic as Spirit's. Their retailer was a general fashion retailer, and while they were not bad, their status and name could never beat Goldberg Corporation's. As he saw Emma's expression darkened, the manager said, Boss, although Zoe has the name of Goldberg Corporation behind her, she's useless. All her previous businesses ended up losing money and her ex-partners were almost ruined by her, so her involvement with Spirit is Spirit's misfortune. Emma did not seem happy about it. She did not care about their business at all. It was the fact that Spirit was able to attract people like Zoe. That meant that Spirit was just as popular as History. Emma looked at the man beside her coldly. You cannot let Spirit continue to grow. Use whatever method you can. Chapter 1077. You cannot let Spirit continue to grow. Use whatever method you can. Understood, boss. Just wait and see. They are still too young to go against me. The man looked confident. Emma's expression softened when she saw the man's determination. This man was the previous marketing director of SF, a well-known market manipulator in the industry. He helped SF destroy countless competitors, so it was worth the fortune she had spent to get him on her side. As for her, she had something more important going on. It was confirmed that the elder was going to write his will. In just a few days' time, the news of the cousin to the CEO of Lu Corporation, Zoe's new store opening, spread like wildfire. Many people came to support her. In addition to the strategic location of her store, her sales remained the highest among all the stores for the first few days. Luna was relieved when she saw Zoe doing well. Unfortunately, the situation did not last long. Inside Spirit's studio, Luna held the sales report of Zoe's store in her hands. She lay her head on the table of Ashley's office in exhaustion. I was wrong, I was really wrong this time. Aside from the spike in sales in the start, the sales of Zoe's franchise store had dropped steeply and the loss incurred was extremely severe. Seriously, with the support of so many people, a strategic location, and sufficient backup, she could still lose this much money. A real talent indeed. How does she even do that? Luna sighed. Actually, Ashley had somewhat expected this to happen. She had gone through Zoe's proposal personally and found the plan was pretty solid, but a business was run by people. With Zoe as the boss, her decision would affect everything, and if her execution went astray of her plan, the proposal would be meaningless. With this much loss incurred, Zoe did not tell Luna about it and planned to tough it out, but numbers could not lie. Ashley could identify the problem at one glance. She quickly called Luna over for a discussion the moment she realized something was wrong. I've gone over and investigated how she was doing before. Historically, she would just lose more and more. She's just not a business-minded person, Ashley explained. Not only could she not differentiate between peak season and normal season, to boost her sales numbers, she also had promotions almost every week. Although it looked like they attracted a lot of customers, as time went on, a high-end brand turned into cheap. After the event ended, how could she expect to sell them at the prices of a high-end brand again? Luna looked helpless. She finally believed that that girl was really an amateur. In regard to Zoe's loss, Luna sort of expected it, but she just did not expect it to be this severe. If this goes on, it'll definitely negatively influence to Spirit as well as the other stores, Ashley said. Luna pinched the bridge of her nose. Ashley, you're still tied up with the business expansion project. I'll go and discuss with Zoe personally. Ashley nodded without any objection. She was not afraid for Zoe to make mistakes, she was afraid that Zoe would not realize her own mistake and continue to make them. Judging by the conversation Luna had with her the last time, they should be pretty close, so it would be great if they could talk this out. Chapter 1078. At the headquarters of history, James swirled the wine glass in his hand, then took a sip. He said happily, "Boss, like I said before, brand and popularity is one thing and business management is another. No matter how good their designer is, they aren't a threat to us. Now that you've seen it for yourself, you can relax now." The marketing department said that Zoe was a real amateur. All the business she has handled before failed in the end. That girl from Goldberg Corporation simply has no idea how a franchise works. She made money losing promotions one after another, turning Spirit into another cheap brand now. When people stopped coming by after promotion period ended, she'd start another promotion campaign again. Ha ha ha. James guffawed heartily. Emma wore a long dress. She looked outside the window with a sneer. They thought they had gained a solid supporter and tried to get involved with Goldberg Corporation through Zoe. Great. Instead of gaining, they have lost a lot more now. Nevertheless, she already expected that this would happen with Zoe. It was nothing to be surprised about. Oh yes, I'm here today to ask you something. Have you heard of this person? Emma passed James an Italian fashion magazine. James's eyes glowed when he saw the designs on the cover, but when he saw a vague face of the designer, his expression changed. Elias Carter. Although the picture was not clear, he could tell that it was him. Do you know him? Emma asked when she saw the obvious change in his expression. Boss, this Elias Carter is a Italian-born Chinese. He's a madman. James seemed to be reminded of something scary and his forehead was full of sweat. I went to Italy to study for a period of time before. Although Elias Carter was impressive, he has a bad reputation. He betrayed his own teacher, always had extreme mood swings, and he only does whatever he likes. James had heard a lot about Elias Carter before. Although he was a newbie in the fashion design industry, everyone called him the Demon. However, he disappeared a long time ago as his interest in design did not last long. He quit after his interest fizzled out. He could recognize the man because he had met him personally before at a gathering in Italy and his friends had told him about Elias Carter. That's great then. I heard he came to China recently. He's right in our city. Help me look for him. Emma grinned. Find Elias Carter? James shivered. Even if he met him, he would want to leave as far away as possible. Who would want to be with a madman? Boss, what are you saying? James felt uneasy. Why did Emma want to find Elias Carter? Maybe. I need him to help history get to the next level, Emma said straightforwardly. However, there was a twist. But you can relax, you'll still hold your position. Since he's a madman, I'll probably just use him once or twice. Understood. James smiled as he stood up and finished the wine in his glass. Chapter 1079. At West City Mall, Zoe's store was having all kinds of promotions. Luna shook her head when she reached there. When Luna walked into the store, a few salespeople were chatting away happily, not even greeting Luna when she entered. Anyone here? Luna frowned a little and asked. The salespeople then turned around and looked at Luna. I'm sorry, we're getting off work soon. Please come again tomorrow, said one of the taller salespeople. If you're getting off work soon, that means you haven't just yet, replied Luna. They were a little surprised, then took a closer look at Luna. She dressed a little plainly today, but they all had instantly looked down on her. Miss, Spirit is a high-end luxury brand. Although we do have some promotions going on, all of them still cost at least tens of thousands. The tall salesperson sounded impatient. Their customers used to be mostly rich socialites and famous celebrities. However, ever since their promotion campaign started, more and more people visited them and asked them for the prices as if it was a market. The salespeople felt disgusted as they knew that these people would not be able to afford them even after asking. Luna ignored them and went inside the store. What's wrong with you? Didn't I tell you that we're closing soon? They went after her and the tall girl looked especially annoyed. Luna's eyes landed on a long coat and she put her hands on it. The tall girl walked in front of her, grabbed the coat and put it on a higher rack to avoid Luna from touching it. I'm sorry, Spirit is a luxury brand. You can neither try nor touch it. How much is this? Luna asked. This? The tall girl glanced at Luna disdainfully. This is a new design from Spirit. It's $40,000 after discount. $40,000? Luna was more than a little shocked. The cost was more than that. Each piece Zoe sold made losses. The more she sold, the more she lost. The salesperson thought that Luna was shocked by how expensive it was. When they saw her frown, they tittered coldly at her. You can go to other stores. Spirit's clothes are the definition of luxury. All of them looked at Luna like she was some poor, penniless lady. What time is it now? Is it really time to close? Luna looked at them coldly. That's none of your business. Please go somewhere else and stop looking for trouble. The tall salesperson was really rude. Before Luna could continue, a man and a woman entered. The girl had a branded sling purse on her right shoulder while her left arm clung onto the man beside her. Is it closing? The girl asked the tall salesperson. Oh, Sis Lily, of course not. We're waiting for you. The tall salesperson ignored Luna and quickly went up to Lily with a smile. Lily glanced at Luna, then forced a smile. For a brand that's meant to be the definition of luxury, no wonder you'd want to close now to avoid random people coming in. Chapter 1080. You're right, sis Lily. Even though Spirit is having promotions now, not many people can still afford them. There are even some people who sneak inside luxury shops and get prepared to steal when they think no one notices. The tall salesperson then intentionally threw a glance at Luna. Sis Lily, we have some new products. Our boss's discount is much better than the main branches. Do you want to have a look? The other salesperson went up to her and introduced some new designs. We'll just take a look then. Lily clung on to her man and followed the salesperson. Hey, why are you still here? Don't block the path. They shoved Luna aside, making her very frustrated. All the salespeople in the franchise stores were paid directly by the main branch, even Zoe's store. Luna had not come for nothing this time. She now realized an extremely severe issue. Spirit was too focused on making the brand popular and setting their brand positioning in the market, but they ignored personnel training. Whether it was the salesperson or store manager, they should have received proper training from the main branch before being sent out to other franchises. When they saw that Luna was not leaving, the salespeople ignored her and served the couple. This looks pretty good, how much is it after discount? Lily asked. Sis Lily, this discount on this one isn't good enough. We have another one that's fresh from the main branch. The tall salesperson then took out an elegant coat. Let me tell you, this cost $60,000 when the boss took in from the main branch, but after discount, this is $58,000. The tall salesperson beamed. Let me try. The girl quickly put it on for Lily. Dear, does it look nice on me? Lily turned around and asked the man beside her. Not bad, looks better than the one you bought for $120,000 from History. The man smiled adoringly at her. Spirit can never compare to History. History is the real luxury brand. You can't even try the clothes on there. Lily pouted, but, well, Spirit is kind of okay. The man shrugged. From his experience in both shops, Spirit was way behind History. The salespeople in History were very professional. This is pretty good, give me this one. Lily took off the coat. Give me a moment, sis Lily, I think I can get this coat even cheaper. The tall salesperson gave her a secretive smile, then made a call. Manager, it's the latest coat. A customer wants it to be cheaper and you know we're still new anyway. Okay, I understand. The girl ended the call and winked at Lily. Sis, the final discounted price is $55,000. That's another extra $3,000 discount. You're really good at closing deals. The next time you come to my place, I'll definitely give you some special service. Lily was satisfied. Sis, with our relationship, of course I'd want to save money for you. After they packed the clothes, they all sent Lily out of the store with wide smiles.